to a special episode of Pathfinders, where we profile and meet the founding members and the team at WebEngage, one of Mumbai's successful tech startups that specializes in providing customer engagement platforms across on-site, social media, as well as the mobile. I'm first joined by Avlesh Singh, the co-founder and CEO at WebEngage. Thanks, Avlesh, for joining us today.
Hi, Shivani. I'm glad to join.
Well, let me begin with a basic question, really. You've had a 4-year-long journey and managed to establish yourself as a new age tech company. Give us a sense of what exactly it is that you do here at WebEngage.
In the offline world, when you walk into any kind of a store, while you're browsing for products, there's this creepy guy who just shows up behind you and tries to give you unsolicited advice. These are flow managers, sales managers. We kind of mimic that experience in the virtual world. So we are that guy who engages while you are on your own in an online journey. And that's the role we play. And we try to help our customers, which are essentially e-commerce companies, travel companies, banks, and financial services companies. We try to help them make the most of whoever visits their website and convert as many of them into customers as possible.
You're largely aiming at the marketing teams of these companies, providing them a tool whereby, on a real-time basis, they can promote and launch their campaigns without really relying too much on their in-house tech team to code and develop such tools?
That's true. Yeah, that's largely the premise of the product that we have. Marketing today, if you look at, is very data-driven. And very ROI-driven as well, which essentially means that it's not just about doing things to make it happen, but you also got to understand that they need to see how it worked out as an experiment. WebEngage comes to rescue for all these companies and their marketing teams, because the first thing that we actually emphasize on while building the product is that once you have to use it, you don't necessarily have to use your engineering bandwidth to make it happen. And we work backwards from that philosophy. That's precisely what marketers look for and they sign up for our product for.
So tell me a bit about the evolution of WebEngage, how it really started and came into being. We do know that you were one of the initial employees at Burp.com, which was the foremost restaurant reviewer in the country, and that was essentially a B2C platform. Here you're focusing more on business to business.
So a lot of what we are trying to do with WebEngage, it goes back to our experiences at Burp. And whatever we kind of saw with some of these other marketing teams which are trying to do similar things, they struggle to do things on their own website, which is basically kind of run sort of marketing heavy campaigns, talk to their customers in real time, address them, engage with them. All of this was very engineering heavy bandwidth work that marketing teams would face. We saw that as an opportunity, and we thought that we should actually create something that marketing teams can use without any engineering intervention. And with that compromise, we built a product, very simple early version of something that allows you to collect more data and user feedback on your website. And gradually, we started moving towards being able to target these users.
Sure.
And in a way that you can show very specific messaging and promotions at the right time in their journey. And that led to the evolution. I think we got thousands of customers across the globe who saw value in doing this, and every time with WebEngage, they have this one clear goal to achieve, which is being able to convert more and more users who come to your website into customers. Okay. And we have kind of lived up to that expectation, kind of built in more capabilities, more features, evolved over a period of time. But yeah, that's been the thought process behind the tool.
The other big challenge, especially for startups at this point, is of course a seed funding investment for a lot of them right at the get-go. What has your experience been on that front? Because we know that you did manage to rope in someone as well known as Rajan Anandan, and he managed to represent you at the Indian Angel Network. So what was that experience like?
Rajan calls me up. We were out there. We were trying to create a version 1 of the product, and we were out there looking to raise some small capital so that we could build the product and then start shipping it out to customers. And I spoke with him the next day, was very excited about what we're doing. And we spoke for like almost an hour and a half. And, as fate had it, we actually sealed the deal in that much time.
So talking about investors, just to also get you a sense of what the other investors at WebEngage think of what the company has achieved so far and the success that we've seen over the past few years, here's a take from some of those investors.
I think it's a culture of a team which says that I'm not building for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I'm not building for Series A, Series B. I'm building for longevity. I'm building a firm that outlasts me. And I think that's what we like about the team per se. And as far as the product is concerned, I think we've taken marketing, we've taken the notions of, automation and mobile today and essentially ensured that a client marketing manager who really wants to address his online audiences has all the tools that they need using WebEngage.
I think what makes them really unique, number one, I think, is this focus on engagement. There are lots of marketing automation companies, but very few that are really focusing deeply on engagement. And then second, I think the fact that they have products that both scale from both on the web as well as on mobile and work on a cross-device level, right? So they're able to actually track users from mobile and actually track them back to the web. And then lastly, I think what's most impressive is the performance that they can drive for their clients, right? So they're able to tell you exactly how much they can reduce cart reduction or how much they can improve conversion if it's a transactional site.
Now, Avlesh, coming to the question of getting your first clients on board, which is the other tough challenge for most startups. How easy or tough was it for you to convince them about your products?
We rolled out the beta product in October 2011, and we instantly got a few paying customers online, people who started discovering us. There's a guy from UK, agency in UK that signed up as one of our first customers, continues to pay even today. And these are all like, very small accounts. So once we tasted some success, saying that, the product is on autopilot, people are discovering and signing up. That is when I stepped out and said, we need to get some big enterprise accounts. Obviously, being in India, we were chasing Indian customers first. Make My Trip and, Snapdeal, Yatra, all these happened to be in that wish list. And it took us some amount of convincing. But once we were in front of the CMOs and marketing teams, it was very easy because they were actually very convinced with the idea of replicating that human-assisted guy in the offline store in the online world. And we managed to do that successfully, showed them value instantly. So Make My Trip happens to be our first enterprise customer.
Sure.
And I'm glad to say they're even their customers even today. And we add immense amount of value in terms of conversions, in terms of being able to convert more and more users into customers across the board.
So Avlesh, there is of course this huge buzz in the tech ecosystem that's constantly evolving. What do you believe your contribution or your standing is in all of this?
So the biggest contribution is that we are building a company which is a part of the ecosystem in the very first place. I am on the volunteer list for iSpirit and NASSCOM and some of these other communities, trying to help them shape the whole ecosystem around things. But yeah, these are little bits in which we help. Me and Ankit are also angel investors in a few early stage businesses. But yeah, our own stuff is so complicated and to run that a lot of our time goes into that. We try and dedicate whatever time we have, little time left out of this to these other purposes.
So what exactly excites you about the future going forward? What do you envision?
So, by very conservative estimates, there are 3 million e-commerce businesses globally, and over 1 million mobile apps, which have some kind of traction in them. That itself is a huge opportunity in front of us. And we look at ourselves as being the de facto company when it comes to customer engagement. And the future for us is, not how most of these companies are trying to address customer engagement, but basically focus on two big areas. One is mobile, which is an opportunity in itself, and second is where we are very strongly we are very strong believers of this is the area around automation. We want to put customer engagement on autopilot without you having to worry about how it works, what it does, what are the best ways to do it. That's the journey we are on in terms of being able to create fulfill the vision of WebEngage. And to us, that is what is the most exciting bit.
Thanks, Avlesh, for your time. Great speaking to you, and good luck.
Thank you.
Well, that was Avlesh Singh, co-founder and CEO at WebEngage, who spoke to us about the evolution and birth of the company, what they are doing to push the marketing agenda of a whole host of their clients, as well as their standing in the current tech ecosystem. We'll take a break here, but be back with another co-founder, Ankit Utreja, who will speak to us about the technology aspect at WebEngage. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Pathfinders, where we're in conversation with the founding members at WebEngage. I'm now joined by Ankit Utreja, another co-founder and the Chief Technology Officer at the firm, who will take us through the technical aspects of things. Thanks, Ankit, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Now, just earlier today, I spoke to Avlesh as well, and I just want to understand the relationship between the two of you, because in a startup in today's day and age, that relationship also makes a huge difference. So how do you really feed off each other, and how did the two of you meet?
We met at Burp, our previous company, in 2008. Avlesh used to be a first hire of Burp.com. And I joined in 2008. We have been working together for almost right now 8 years. At Burp, we took care of engineering products. And after Burp got acquired by Infomedia, things went down the hill a bit. So we started thinking about it and thought about this new venture that we are going to start with. That's when we moved out in 2010 and started WebEngage.
Okay. So what's the transformation been like for you in terms of, the product that you've created, the platform that you've created? You initially started off as an on-site engagement application, went on to launch AppEngage, and now you're really targeting a multi-channel user engagement.
So we have been single channel for last 2-3 years. WebEngage as a product has been an on-site marketing channel. Over a period of years, we have collected a lot of data from our customers, and looking at the data, it was actually making a total sense for us to go multi-channel. Because if you think, giving marketing promotions to right people at the right time, if we are present at multiple channels, it makes more sense. Think about your own case. If you're looking at an apparel on-site, and let's say you thought it's pretty expensive, you didn't went and purchase it. You went to a mall, and at the right moment, you get the same apparel offer. Wouldn't you be excited about it? That's the same philosophy that we are going out with for multi-channel engagement.
Okay. And what has the response been like? Are you finding this as one of your biggest challenges yet to launch across mobile and other applications?
Yes, there are challenges. There are challenges since we have been a single channel on-site marketing tool. To morph it into multi-channel was a big challenge for us technically. The reason is we didn't want to hamper the customers who are using us. There are thousands of businesses, thousands of online businesses who are using us right now. Without hampering their experience, to transform the complete architecture and technology from shift to single on-site marketing channel to move into mobile apps, Android, whether it's iOS, moving into different channels like email and SMS was a challenge for us. The only challenge is not only about the technicalities, but also from the customer expectation. We spent a lot of engineering time and effort in building this whole infrastructure. While we were doing this, there was no visible outcome for our customers. So they had to wait along, and that was a very challenging period for us.
Okay. And when you talk about the consumer per se, online and across social media, they've become very demanding. And the other issue, of course, is about the privacy when it comes to engagement and feedback platforms.
Right.
So in the day and age of big data and analytics, do you believe that some of your tools could be infringing on their privacy?
Our customers are all online businesses who are transacting in the world, like Snapdeal or Yatra.com. Now, our data security policy complies with their data security policies. And when we collect data, we don't collect data without their permission. We can't collect data without their permission. It's via them we collect the data. We enrich the user profiles, whether they are anonymous users on their websites or logged in users on their mobile apps. Based on their permission, we collect the data, and then data science comes into picture.
And also going forward, how do you see yourself positioned when it comes to standing apart in a competitive market such as this?
What sets us apart is WebEngage, though it's a multi-channel, and there are many multi-channel marketing automation tools in the world. But most of these tools, their target market are themselves B2B audiences. In our case, what we have built is a complete user journey management product, wherein whether you are a B2C company like e-commerce, classifieds, listings, or a housing portal like, or you are a B2B company, you can use our marketing platform to create workflows out of the blue. And that makes WebEngage run on a cruise mode. You define your marketing flows and things are taken care automatically.
What is your strategy really? Do you have strategic partners that are constantly advising you on certain issues?
Right. There are customers who are coming from an offline world, and there are a lot of customers, traditional businesses, which are coming from offline world to online retail. Over there, we find synergies with partners who are actually good at offline retail marketing.
Okay,
now, with synergies like these, we can present a very good marketing picture to our customers like those. For an instance, we have a good partner in terms of Capillary Technologies, where we are partnering with common customers so that we can provide a complete marketing solution for those businesses who have an offline presence as well as online presence.
Okay, so that's interesting that WebEngage also feeds off how the offline businesses run. Let's get a take from one of the strategic partners. Here's what the folks at Capillary had to say.
WebEngage is one of the top product companies out of the country today. With about 30,000 plus installed customers globally, the team has done a terrific job. With the ecosystem evolving from web to mobile, and with engagement going from mass engagement to a very personalized one-on-one type engagement, the product vision that the team shares in terms of mobile as well as in terms of automating the customer touch points over a customer's journey is very exciting.
Let me ask you, Ankit, now about the team here at WebEngage. How difficult is it for you to find people and keep them motivated?
That's a pretty precise question in terms of hiring, and that's the problem that we face. There is no dearth of technical talent, not even in Mumbai, at least for us. With few companies moving out of Mumbai to Bangalore, actually it has become an advantage for us to hire technical talent. But when it comes to filters, one is the culture that we look into, and second is this aspect. They should have an acumen about the product itself. Technical blend with product goes hand in hand with a tool like this, which is more about data, which is more about marketing, which is more about statistics, and that's where we face hiring challenges. But we are overcoming with certain things about learnings, programs that we have.
Are you also looking at campus recruitment in a big way going forward?
Going forward, yes. Right now, we have not done any.
Right, so speaking about the team here at WebEngage, let's also get you a sense of the work culture in the firm. Here's what some of the employees have to say.
Hey, myself Prasenjit. Our hiring strategy revolves around 3 dimensions. First is the passion, second is the zeal to learn, and third is the diversity.
Hey, I'm Kev. For motivation, we make people uncomfortable. A classic example would be something like a peer learning session that we have over here, which provides like a platform to every individual to showcase their learning and share it among all their peers. Next comes the rewards and recognition programs. So anyone who goes that extra mile and does something extra for us is being acknowledged. Something like, any salesperson who closes a deal, we blow a horn and make sure that we make some noise around that. We have periodic leaderboards wherein every salesperson is being monitored against their targets, and the champions are then rewarded.
Hi, I'm Dolly. Contrary to the popular notion that customers come first, we at WebEngage strongly believe that our employees come first. We care for the well-being of our employees, and this reflects through our actions. We have come up with a fruits counter apart from the junk food counter. We also have a breakout area where employees indulge themselves in various sports activities.
Hi, I'm Apurv. So the craziest moment for me so far has been one of those Saturdays when we have a holiday and only the tech folks make it to office. So I was called into office and was asked to report and meet Avlesh and Ankit. And I walked into the conference room with their straight faces. I thought I'd committed a mistake and I was going to be fired that day. But I was told that, I'm actually going to be promoted to manage the sales team. Yeah, so WebEngage can be full of surprises.
Hi, I'm Ritu. I head the support team at WebEngage. I've recently joined the organization. Being new in the company, the culture and the product, if it wouldn't have been for Ankit, it would have been very difficult for me. It's immensely motivating and inspirational to see a founder working towards your success in the company, be that be hiring, be that be fixing a bug, or maybe answering a customer support query.
Going forward, Ankit, we've already seen that you've had a 4-year journey, which is quite a long time in the startup world. How do you envision yourself 5 years from now?
Right. And 5 years is actually too big a period. Again, considering this is a marketing field, changes very rapidly. But I would still, I had this gut feeling that the artificial intelligence and predictive technologies has a good role in playing in these tools. So that not only we keep this marketing automation in a cruise mode, but it finds a right direction where your marketing, dollar should go into.
Thanks, Ankit, for your time, and all the best to everybody here at WebEngage. Well, that was Ankit Utreja, co-founder and CTO at the firm, speaking about the technical aspects of WebEngage that specializes in providing marketing automation tools across today's disruptive technologies. For more on firms like this, stay tuned to Pathfinders. Thanks for watching.